Hallo, zusammen. So this year for my birthday, which was on September 17th, we went to Trier in Germany, and that's the first time I've ever been to Trier. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I won't talk too much in the beginning. So I will tell you the first thing I show you is our hotel room, and then we explore the city. So again, I hope you enjoy, and los geht's. Okay, so here is our room. I was very surprised because it's my birthday. I guess my husband surprised me, and there's this huge chocolate cake here. Don't think both of us are gonna be able to eat that while we're here, but that's okay. And we have like a couple chairs here. There's some fruit over here, which is really nice. They decorated the room. So there's nice painting. And here's the bed. They decorated the bed, which is really nice. And we also got welcome drinks, so that was really cool. We could have beer or Sekt, so we decided to have Sekt. There's a little wardrobe here. And then I like this. This leads out to like a little patio area. So there are a couple chairs and a table. And just a little area to get some fresh air. So I'm happy about that. And then let me show you guys the bathroom. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Look at that tub. Oh my goodness. They even give you a little bath bomb, which is so cute. So we have like extra towels and everything. The shower is over here. Nice little shower.
I think this room category is called Junior Suite.
This is the Junior Suite. Okay, hi everyone. Junior Suite. Okay, and then, yes, there's the toilet. So, oh, I love it. And oh, I like by the front door, there's a full-length mirror. So I'm excited, but before we dig into that cake, we are going to have to go out and explore Trier. Okay, before we go exploring, I need to try this Sachentorte, which is, like from Vienna.
Yeah, I think it's from Vienna.
All right, let's try it. Okay, guten Appetit. Oh, uh-oh, I dropped a piece. That is so good. It's really rich and decadent, very chocolatey. 2 thumbs up from me. So Trier is known as the oldest city in Germany, and they have a lot of ancient Roman monuments around the city. And the first one we're gonna look at is called Porta Nigra. So this is Porta Nigra. This is also known as the Black Gate. And this is the best preserved Roman city gate north of the Alps. And sorry for the noise in the background, it's a little chaotic right now. Porta Nigra was built around 170 AD. And it's still standing strong, look at that. That's really cool. I don't know what they're banging over there, but that's driving me nuts. So I read this story online that around 1028, a Byzantine monk named Simeon took up residence here, and he lived as a hermit. And after his death in 1035, he was buried here. And then after that, the structure was adapted for church use. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Oh, but check that out. We're inside. How much do the tickets cost?
6 per person.
6 euros per adult. Cool. Trier was founded by the Romans as Augusta Treverorum. I'll put that on the screen. And that was around 16 BC during the reign of Emperor Augustus. The name honors the Treveri, a Celtic tribe that inhabited this region. Fun facts. Yeah, we're just walking around still the Porta Nigra. Oh, you can kind of look down from here. There's still more steps. We can go higher, so maybe we should do that. Here's an idea of how it might have looked like back during ancient Roman times here in the city. I think that's pretty interesting. So y'all know in my videos I like to walk everywhere. and take a lot of steps, even though I'm really out of shape. And let me tell you, I'm doing this all right now after I busted my butt at a McDonald's earlier. Straight up just slipped and fell and busted my knee. So
Yeah, but that one,
that's commitment. Obviously it wasn't my fault, but well, when anybody falls, it's not really their fault, right?
Depends.
But it wasn't my fault. Look at this. We're at the top now. This looks like maybe a layout of the city at that time. Wow, look at this.
4th century.
4th century? Okay. 4th century, cool. Look at that. Very cool. Okay, so we've made it to the Hauptmarkt, which is basically the main market square here in Trier. It's very busy, there's a lot of people, a lot of shopping,
A lot of
cafes, a lot of noise. And a lot of medieval buildings too, which is really cool. It's very colorful around here as well. So let's walk around and see what we can see. So in the Hauptmarkt, you'll see the St. Gangolf Church. And there's a market cross around here. Oh, there it is. See, in this channel, we just find things as we go. I'm getting better with the research that I do before I make videos, but you know, you gotta be spontaneous sometimes. So this is the market cross. Cool, and there's a pigeon on it. Hee hee. Thank you. Alright, so right across from this market cross, gotta love English. Sorry, I'm doing another video in English. It is what it is. Here we are. It's just easier when I do the city tours because it's a little complicated with the vocabulary for me. But okay, let me stop talking. This is the Trierer Dom. Like I said, we're headed there right now. And the Trierer Dom is Germany's oldest cathedral, and it begun under Emperor Constantine. So that's pretty old. What do y'all think? So apparently, you know, I think more than one church might claim this, but apparently they claim to have the Holy Tunic relic, which is said to be the robe of Christ, which I believe was Constantine's mother apparently gifted that or donated that to the church. Saint Helena, I think was her name. So maybe, you never know. So maybe we can go inside. Maybe we can see the Holy Tunic. What do you think, hun?
Yeah, let's look at the rope.
Let's look at the rope. And right next to the cathedral here is the Liebfrauenkirche. That's Church of Our Lady. And for some reason they're right next to each other. I can't find anything right away that tells me why. But this is one of the earliest Gothic churches in Germany. This one right here. I was a little bit confused here. I wasn't sure where to find the tunic. We did pay tickets to look at this kind of treasury section of the church, and the tunic wasn't there. So I assumed that it was inside of this room with the golden gates, but I don't know. I failed on that one. I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's really pretty out here in the garden. Oh, this is not a garden. I'm sorry. This seems to be a cemetery. But it's still beautiful.
You never know what's a garden, what's a cemetery nowadays.
I think it's actually clear. Very beautiful. We tried to find the robe or the tunic, but I don't know. We paid $6 to view like a treasury. Didn't find it in there, and then we went to the other side and didn't find it. So I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood where it was.
Where there's like kind of like a very fancy box.
Yeah, there was like a very big, like a golden door that I showed earlier.
Honestly, you
I don't
can't
know.
really see anything in there either.
Yeah. Who knows? Okay, so now we're gonna check out the Liebfrauenkirche. So now we are at Basilica of Constantine. And this is the former Roman throne room of Emperor Constantine. So I wonder if we can go inside. Let's try. Emperor Constantine stayed in Trier for several years during the early 4th century AD, in particular between about 306 and 324 AD. So Trier was one of his main residences after he became ruler in the year 306. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I thought there was gonna at least be like a throne in there still. It's just a huge, it's a church basically now, and it's just a huge kind of empty room with pews, right, where you can sit. So,
But right next to it is the Kurfürstliches Palais from the 18th century, built by Johann Philipp von Waldersdorf. That's much more impressive.
Okay, well let's look at that because it actually is really pretty. Wow, this is really pretty. Reminds me of Schloss Spinnrad, where you said that earlier. Oh, I like this. Look at the pretty flowers. I like that a lot. It's beautiful.
That's called Delfinbrunnen.
Brunnen?
Brunnen, yeah.
Brunnen. Very nice. So this is part of the city wall from Middle Ages? Yeah? Around
11th to 13th century. The wall must be older than the actual wall.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So yeah, 11th to 13th century here. That's pretty neat. Okay, so this is the Kaiserthermen, which are the imperial baths. We have to go around. I think we wanted to take this path here, but it's not accessible. So let's go around, and they should be open so we can check it out. You can see it over there. That's pretty. And then over here, there's a fountain. I really like this whole park area. This is nice. Just follow the foot. So these imperial baths were built under Emperor Constantine. However, they were actually never used. We read here, so you kind of have some information as you walk through the building there, that at one point they were used as barracks, but other than that, they were never used as actual baths. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty awesome though that they have this here. That's incredible. One good reason to visit here, not only for the historic aspect, which is obvious, but you can actually explore these underground tunnels here. And through these Roman baths. This is so cool. Look. Ooh. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this is neat. Watch your step.
Oh.
Ooh, cool. Don't tell my husband I'm here. That's freaking impressive. I don't know how they did this back then.
Yeah, apparently they're having a lot of construction going on right now, or restoration.
Yeah, probably restoration. Keep it from crumbling to the ground, I guess. Still really cool. So we just had dinner at the hotel, and it was delicious. I really liked it. I tried this like Melkanoodle thing. So it was basically these kind of like flour dumplings. And then you can put applesauce all over it. Sorry, I'm so tired. I can hardly think straight. But it was really good. It had like bacon on it. And right now, I am running a bath because if you guys saw the bath earlier, I have to do it. It's my birthday, and I'm gonna use the little bath bomb that they gave me and relax. And we still have a few more things to do tomorrow before we leave Trier. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the other things. that we want to do. So anyways, I'm sleepy now. I'm in my pajamas. I'm gonna take a bath and then we're gonna go to bed, right, hun?
Yep.
Yep. Today is checkout day and we stayed here at this hotel. It's called Zur Glocke. And the restaurant here was also really good. And we loved it. So we have a few more things to do today before we head home. And so we're gonna go do that. Let's go. Guten Morgen zusammen. So it is the next day and we are starting here at the Karl-Marx-Haus. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is the Karl-Marx-Haus and this is actually his birthplace. So this is now a museum that is dedicated to his life and legacy. And as we all know, Karl Marx is known for his like belief or right in communism.
Ideas, political ideas.
Yeah, political ideas, things like that. He wrote Das Kapital and the Communist Manifesto. So this museum actually opens at 10 a.m. We're kind of early and we're also a little cut on time because there's a couple more things I want to do, but I did want to stop by here because if you're interested in history and things like that, this might be a cool place to come check out when you visit Trier. So our next stop is here at the Römerbrücke. That's basically just Roman bridge in English. And what's cool about this bridge is obviously it's still in use and it dates back to the 2nd century. So the piers here, the stone piers, they are original to the Roman time, 2nd century. So we decided to walk down here. So right here under the bridge is the Mosel River. Because Trier is basically located in the Moseltal, so the Mosel Valley. So you'll still see a lot of wine vineyards and things like that. It's really beautiful. And I wanted to get a view from down here because I thought it just looked really nice with the river. And yeah, it's really cool to think that these stone pillars are so old. I can't even wrap my mind around how old they are. And to think that after all this time, this bridge can still be used. That's just really cool. So I don't know if you guys can see this pillar or a column. Maybe you can see it there. I'm not sure if it's blurry. But this is in Trier the Mariensäule. And this actually became a popular thing in the 1850s after Pope Pius IX proclaimed the dogma of the Immaculate Conception. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a kind of like a commemoration to the Virgin Mary. So I thought that was interesting. Now apparently you can get really good views of Trier up there, but we don't have time to go up there right now, but I still wanted to show it to you guys. It's pretty cool and it's free. You can just go up there and you don't have to pay to access that. Here's a view of the bridge from the other side. There are little ducks down there. That's cute. Okay, let's keep going. So we're on our way to the next spot and we ran into this. This is Bastian Sud Allee. So this is kind of like an outpost. That's what you said, hun? And this is from the 16th century. I think the year was built in 1543. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like along this nice little walk. So wanted to show that to you guys because I thought it was interesting. So our next stop is the Amphitheater. This is an ancient Roman amphitheater, so I'm very excited. Excited to give you guys more information about it too. And also, what do you think of my new shirt? Porta Nigra. That's cool, right? Right? Okay, let's go. Come on, go. Lead the way, husband. Oh gosh, I almost fell. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay. Erwachsene. 6 Euro. Okay, so we have our tickets. And what's cool about, well, first of all, this is just cool because it's cool, okay? I don't have to say much about that. But this is one of the largest Roman arenas in Germany. So I'm really excited to check it out and walk around. I just find this to be so amazing. And so of course here at the amphitheater, they had gladiator fights and animal battles, things like that. And apparently there are also tunnels underneath that we can kind of explore. So I'm so excited. Okay, so this is what ancient Roman Trier would have looked like. And so I guess here is the amphitheater. That is cool. I always like to see kind of what things used to look like. So I'm assuming here is where we went, the basilica, which was Constantine's throne. That's what it looks like. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's cool. Okay, let's go climb these. Okay, let's go climb these stairs. Okay, climbing up the steps was worth it because look at this view. You can see the whole thing. That's awesome. Wow. I'm speechless because it's beautiful, but also because I'm out of breath. Wow. Look at the vineyard.
We have to go this way for the viewpoint.
Oh, there's an actual viewpoint. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go check that out. Okay, so this just kind of shows you the entrance to the amphitheater. Over here. And then just another great view. The vineyard across the way. Man, that's beautiful. So at the end of the Roman rule, this wasn't used anymore. So they ended up using the stones and things like that for other buildings in the area. And they continuously work on this place to keep it looking nice and clean and things like that. Wow, this is so cool. Oh wow, look at that. So we're entering out onto the main part of the amphitheater now. So this amphitheater was actually built in the 2nd century, and it was around 100 to 200 AD. Can you believe that? That's so old. I literally can't wrap my head around that. That's so cool. So this amphitheater, it could hold up, in the past, up to 20,000 spectators. So of course the noble people or the important people would get the front row seats, common people would get the back seats. It's just amazing. And this was used for gladiator games, animal hunts, and other public spectacles. Okay, let's check out the tunnels underneath the amphitheater. Oh, it smells interesting. Ooh, it's dark down here. Oh my gosh. It's a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool. I heard about the tunnels underneath, and God, it's just like this is crazy how this is all still standing. Oh, there's water in here. Ooh. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so we decided to come up here to the Mariensäule.
Mariensäule.
I always say that wrong. Mariensäule. Säule is just a column. So we're gonna go up there. I kept saying earlier Säure, which is acid. My bad. So we're gonna go ahead and walk up there. We did take the car up here because it would just be impossible. Otherwise, I would just collapse. So let's go. Das ist der Weg. All right, so we made it up here. This was actually built from 1859 to 1866 in the neo-Gothic style. And oh my goodness, look at these views. That's beautiful. I can see the basilica, I can see the Trierer Dom and the Liebfrauenkirche. That's amazing. Trying to find other landmarks. Maybe.
There's the Kaiserthermen. Do you see that? Basilica, Kaiserthermen.
Oh, I see it all the way out there.
Yeah.
Might be hard to see on camera, but wow, that's really cool. And then here is the column perched up here. That's really cool. I'm glad we came up here. Alright, so that concludes our trip to Trier. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We just spent the night there, and it was great. I had such a great birthday. If you want to guess how old I am now, you can comment below. Some of you might already know, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So, bis nächstes Mal. Tschüss!